Good morning, everybody. Apparently there's a shit show going on in Hearthstone. Who fucking knew? New patch, new nonsense. We'll just run this by real quick. Hey, Silarius. Oh yeah. Fun shit, fun shit. Usually don't do this, but I cannot be arsed to fix it, so we'll just do it this way. Patch notes. So, new expansion. It'll arrive in April because that's when the new expansion arrives this time of year. But you get a whole bunch of cards when you first log in. Let's see who gets win more cards, and let's see who gets absolute trash. We got the Corridor Sleeper. Start storming after 7 minions die, awaken. Also known as, this is a completely worthless card that will just take up room on your board. No one will play this, no one wants this. This is a terrible card. What's funny is, it's included in the pre-purchase bundle. So this is the reward if you spend money on the game. It's terrible. And I can't think of a single instance in which this would be okay. You've got, you lose a spot on your board, which means you can't even sacrifice 7 of your own minions. You're gonna have to play this, and then just continue to play the game. So this is a dead draw, and then you need to somehow kill 7 enemies, and what you get is a 3-5. After seven critters die, it doesn't matter whether they're yours or the other players. After 7 die, it'll be about turn 3, 4 at the very earliest. A 3-5 that just... it doesn't do shit. It literally, like, let's say somebody bounces that fucker back right back into your hand. It'll play it again, and have it take up room on your board again. Let's say you draw this instead of a good card late in the game. You're gonna play that, and then what? You got nothing, and it takes up room on your board. It's bad. This is just bad. And you know what's even funnier? Reno can remove it. Reno can remove this. It can remove dormant minions. Gone and gone. That's a very bad card. I don't know. And they're like, this is the pre-purchase reward. Bitch, you're not incentivizing anybody to pre-purchase. Dumbass. However, when I log in, I will get all of these cards that are listed from here on out. So, they're all Discover cards. They all give you a temporary copy of a card. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. And the first few, these somewhat make sense. So, Frost Bolts, which costs 2, deals 3 damage and freezes a target. Arcane Intellect draws 2 cards for 3 mana. Fireball does 6 damage for 4 mana. Okay, all those seem pretty reasonable. And depending on what you want, freezing a minion, or drawing some cards, or just doing some damage, all those are good things. The thing is, you're gonna not really want to play this until turn 5 at the very earliest, because... so it's kind of a late game okay thing to have. Discovering this in and of itself might not be too bad, because you'd play it later in the game anyway. But because it's temporary, it's gonna disappear at the end of your turn. So it's not like you can play this on turn 1 and get a good card. You have to play this on turn 4 or 5 in order to really implement it, which is okay. I mean, it's a cheap late game draw that lets you draw more cards. It's flexible, and that's alright. But you know what? There's better cards than this that exist in Mage. Would I put this piece of shit in my deck? Fuck no. Now, would I discover this card against other cards? Sure. You know what? Late game, I'm playing something, I realize I can discover Jaina's Gift, I can get that Fireball, that's fine. As a discover target, it's alright. It's alright. Plus another spell to cast for effects that go on spells. But putting that in my deck? Fuck no. No. Nope, not gonna do it. Okay, let's look at the next gift. Rexar's Gift for Hunters. You discover a temporary Quick Shot, Deadly Shot, or Explosive Shot. A Quick Shot, as I recall, deals 3 damage, and if your hand is empty, you draw a card. Which means you have to play this card when your hand is otherwise empty in order for Quick Shot to do its thing. Otherwise, you're just gonna deal 3 damage. Which is not great. That's the height of not so great. Not sure what they were thinking with that. Quick Shot's not that good a card. It's one of those things you put in your deck because it does damage too. But if I was gonna choose between Quick Shot or Explosive Shot, you know I'd take Explosive Shot every time, because it deals, as I recall, 5 damage to the center target and 2 damage to the outside targets, which is excellent. That clears some shit. Or Deadly Shot, which is kill a random enemy minion. Alright. I would have preferred the Beastie Chomp Chomp, whatever it's called. Killer... I don't know. The Beastie Chomp Chomp that is 3 damage if you don't have a beast, and 5 damage if you do. That would be better than Quick Shot. But, you know, they're still pretty cheap. Explosive Shot, I think, costs 5, so, again, this is something that you're gonna want to maybe discover in order to make it worth your time. But, okay, alright. I mean, it does give you Explosive Shot. Sorry, it does give you Deadly Shot. Deadly Shot can be a fucking lifesaver, because if they've only got 1 minion, they've buffed it to all hell, Deadly Shot gets rid of it. Alright. Done and done. Fine. Rexhar's Gift, I think, is pretty mid in terms of that, but you could hold on to it because it's one of those cards that you hold on to until you need it, because this is more flexible in terms of when you might need it. They have Arthas' Gift. Discover a temporary Dark Transformation, Howling Blast, or Death Strike. Dark Transformation turns one of your little buddies, turns it, doesn't destroy it, but just turns it into a 4/5 undead with Rush. It's a little expensive, nobody puts that card in their deck, and you're gonna have to pay 1 more for it in order to play it. Ain't nobody want to use Dark Transformation. It's not going to save anybody's life. It's not going to stop anybody from winning. It's not going to create a win situation. Whereas this might save your butt, and this might actually create a win situation. Dark Transformation is fucking trash, especially when it costs 1 extra mana. Alright, Howling Blast. Howling Blast isn't bad. It draws you a card, it deals damage to the board, the enemy's board. Awesome. Death Strike? That's pretty good. It's alright. And it's cheap. Unlike the other two, which are a little more expensive. But Howling Blast is probably what you'd go for, and this gives you an extra Howling Blast or 2. Hi, Chromies! We will be doing Orts in a bit, but there's been an update in Hearthstone, so we have to deal with the Hearthstone. So, on the whole, it ain't great, but Howling Blast for 1 extra mana on demand versus Death Strike, which heals you. Okay, alright, you know. It is yes, it's important. It's alright. Though, I can't believe the very concept that Arthas would stick the Helm of Domination inside a shitty gift bag and present it to you. I don't think that's what he'd do. In terms of gifts, he's pretty straightforward on this one. He gives you a box of grain full of bugs. That's what he does. Box of grain. It should have been a box of grain. He's literally done this before. I'm just saying, that's very silly. So we got Uther's Gift, also known as, hey, would you like more of what you already did? Is this a win more card? Yes, it is, because everything with Paladin is win more. But Consecration clears the board. Equality also helps you clear the board. Let's say you have 2 Uther's Gifts. Why, you can have Equality and Consecration. You do this late game, but it would still wipe their boards, so what does it matter? Or Blessing of Kings. You know, just to make 1 minion even fucking bigger. Is this a good card for Paladin? Yes, I'd put that in Paladin in a hot second. That is a good card to have in Paladin. It removes the board. Or buffs something incredibly huge. For fucking cheap. Like, for 1 extra mana, you get 1 of those? Alright. Overpowered as shit. Now, Thrall's Gift. Lightning Bolt, Hexed, or Bloodlust. Excellent card. Very good card. Helps Shamans. Shamans need help right now. Shamans are not doing well right now. Shamans haven't gotten any good cards in a real long time right now. So, you get a very cheap card that does 3 damage. You can turn an enemy minion, like say the Blessing of Kings giant fucking minion that's going to be heading at your face next turn. You turn it into a 0/1 frog. Or you can Bloodlust. So if your board is full, oh congratulations. Sure, it costs 6 mana instead of 5. Holy shit. Bloodlust. A Jaina Sylvanas fic? I don't read a lot of fan fiction, generally speaking. I don't have a lot of time. But I can imagine how that would go, depending on which one of them's gonna be the new Lich King after Orthus dies. Oh, by the way, I mispronounce a lot of things in Hearthstone because I think it's funny. It's not because I don't know how to say Arthas. So we have a Garrosh's Gift. Discover a temporary execute, shield block, or brawl. Well, two of these are hot shit. Execute might be that might be a niche thing. Would I put this in here just to potentially get a shield block for 1 extra mana? Or a brawl for 1 extra mana? No. Would I want to discover this? Maybe? No. Is this a good card at all? No. It'll be okay in duels. I'd put this in a duels deck. But that's not the same thing as a deck on live. I'd rather have shield block. Because it costs 1 less. I'd rather put brawl in. Because it costs 1 less. You want to play these cards sooner, not later. Yes, of course. It would be Jaina who ends up wearing the awful little crown. Because, I mean, Jaina would take that on herself, because she feels very guilty about a lot of things, all of which are such not her fault, and such not her problem. But yeah, she'd fucking do that in a hot goddamn second. Even though there's better targets for that particular activity, because she's got a whole goddamn kingdom to run. You know, since mommy and daddy are dead. But, you know. Honestly, seeing Jaina wear a little tiara made out of the old Helm of Domination would be very funny. Oh, it's before Catherine dies? Okay. That makes sense. Like before the events of BFA. Illidork's Gift. Gain a temporary Fel Barrage, which is shit, Chaos Strike, which is good, and Chaos Nova, which is mid as fuck, and I wouldn't want to pay an extra 1 for it. So in general, I would rather just put Chaos Strike in. Now, if I discovered this spell, and I was playing a Fel deck, this is a good card. This is a good card if you're playing Fel, but I'd rather discover this card than put it in my deck. I mean, all the jerks inside the crowd are jerks. To a man, they are all jerks. Though I kind of really dig Ner'zhul. There's something about that orc that just makes me smile. He managed to piss off the leaders of the Legion to the point where they tortured him for who knows how many thousands of years before slamming his soul in the Helm of Domination and rocketing that fucker right to Azeroth. They were that mad at him. And I think an orc being able to piss off the Legion that hard deserves all of the credit. I mean, he's an asshole. Don't get me wrong. He blew up his homeworld. Don't get me wrong. He stood by and let the orcs become corrupted. Don't get me wrong. He's not a good orc at all. But he made the Legion angry, and it's very satisfying to me. Archimond hopping up and down in rage at the fact that the base that was supposed to help them take Azeroth got blown to Kingdom Come is the funniest fucking thing in the world. He's like, you know what, I would take over Azeroth if I were in control of the Legion, but since I'm not, you can't have it either. Fuck you, I'm blowing up the planet! I love Ner'zhul. Or they're right. See, my worry is that the Legion might have a point. Because the Titans do kind of seem like they want to kill us all. I'm just saying there's a big thing going on where the Legion kind of has issues with all of us. And kind of has sort of promised to eliminate all the fleshy bits on Azeroth, which is not great, because everyone on Azeroth is kind of fleshy. Anyways, all that concern aside, and the fact that the Legion might have a point aside, so is this good? It'd be good in a Fel deck, like a strongly centered Fel deck, because there are some... Your next Fel card cast costs less, etc., etc., that exists in Demon Hunter right now. The specific, like, the Naga deck that you can play with Demon Hunter right now. Do I think this is good enough to really base a deck around? I don't know how successful Demon Hunter is right now, but considering I know it's not even in the top 4 classes, it's not a bad card to discover, though. The only problem is, for all the fact that this is a Fel spell, and this is a Fel spell, and this is a Fel spell, this itself is not a Fel spell, which is not great. It should be, though. Because if it was, that would actually make this card really good, as opposed to kinda eh. So far we have had... Mage already does this and does it better. This is basically Deadly Shot for 1 more mana. Nobody's gonna use this for anything but Howling Blast, and at that point, are you really using it? I suppose you could use it for Death Strike too, but it's a little expensive, and you'd be holding on to an extra card in your hand when... If you're playing if you're playing DK and you're drawing a lot, you don't want to hold on to this fucking card just to play Howling Blast for 1 more mana. And if you're doing a blood build, you wouldn't want to hold on to this to play Death Strike for 1 more mana. You'd rather just draw a Death Strike. So, because the thing is, it's all about speed, and none of these are fast enough if it's gonna cost 1 more mana. So, I don't know. I think this kind of mid to crap. This is good. This is a solid fucking card that will get put into decks. This is actually a pretty solid card too. I think this could actually change the way Shaman plays right now, so I think this is actually really solid. Mostly because getting Bloodlust on demand, or Hex on demand, is excellent. Lightning Bolt's kind of iffy, but in a pinch, it's only going to cost 2 mana instead of 1. Garrosh's Gift, hot garbage, nobody's going to use it. Illidan's Gift, if this was Fel, it would be really good, but in a deck that uses Fel cards, it might not be too bad. I'm gonna say that's mid to okay. And if you're like, wait, mid is below okay? Yeah, okay. Okay means I'd use it. Mid means I probably wouldn't use it. It's usable, but I wouldn't use it. Valera's Gift, get a temporary backstab, hot garbage, deadly poison, hot garbage, or Fan of Knives. Pretty good. But making Fan of Knives cost 1 extra instead of just having a Fan of Knives in hand? Right now, rogue cards are largely about... Like, two of these... Two of these are super cheap. So being able to play 1 mana to get a backstab allows you to potentially... do a combo, get a combo card out for cheap. So there's some flexibility there, because it only costs 1 mana to get that combo going. But at the end of the day, you're going to be playing this for Fan of Knives, and Fan of Knives for 1 extra mana I don't think is worth it. And it's only going to draw you a card as opposed to generate a card, and Rogue likes card generation right now, so... This might be better in the next sets to come, depending on how combo cards go. But combo is a big thing right now. Playing cards from other classes is a big thing right now. So I don't see this getting put in, but you might discover it as like an effect, and it might not be too bad to have as a discovered card in your hand. Kind of similar to Jaina's Gift. Like... Mage does this better, so there's no point in having this, but discovering this card wouldn't be too bad. Then we've got Malfurion's Gift. Feral Rage? Meh. Wild Growth? Okay. Or Swipe. Swipe is kind of hot garbage for 5 mana, because you're going to have to play it after you play this, right? But... Swipe is not a nature card, I don't think, but Feral Rage and Wild Growth, at least Wild Growth, is a nature card. So theoretically speaking, you could play this, select one of the nature spells out of here, and then make them cheaper using some effects right now. So you could, in theory, use this to kind of generate some interesting cards, and then make them cheaper, which would make them worth it, as opposed to right now where... Yeah, I can't see anyone playing this for Swipe, because Swipe just isn't played right now. But Feral Rage and Wild Growth, depending on which archetype you're playing, those could be good. But only after you make them cheaper. But you have the ability to do that in Druid right now, where you don't have it in any other class. We're coming up on some truly hot garbage. So this is pretty good. It's pretty good, but only because you're able to make them cheaper using other effects in your hand before you play them. Gul'dan's Gift. Discover a temporary Mortal Coil, Siphon Soul, or Twisting Nether. So, Twisting Nether costs 8. Which means you have to play this on turn 9 to get the effect of Twisting Nether. And at that point, shouldn't you just put a Twisting Nether in your hand? Well, okay, but you also get a Siphon Soul. Now, I do believe they made Siphon Soul a tiny bit cheaper. I think it costs 4 now for the removal and heal. Maybe it costs 5. Either way, Siphon Soul was put into decks, and having it cost 1 more, not a problem. And then there's Mortal Coil, which, if I recall, is the lifesteal one. Deals 2 damage, heals you for 2? Or deals 3 and heals you for 2? Oh, no. Mortal Coil's the 1 damage ping that if it kills its target, you draw a card. A little bit of card draw for super cheap, a Siphon Soul, which is removal, and Twisting Nether, which is full board removal. But the problem is, drawing this late and getting Twisting Nether, I don't think Warlock right now wants to wipe its own board. Warlock's not one of the top classes right now, but it still has some capacity of, you really kind of want to hold on to your board. So it's kind of punishing yourself to get Twisting Nether, but maybe if they clear your board, it's kind of iffy. Siphon Soul, it's flexible enough. I can see this actually being used, but probably not for Mortal Coil. Already have the ability to draw cards in Warlock, and dealing 1 damage to draw 1 card is kind of right now. But you know, I can see this. This is a good card. It's a good card. I'll take it back. I thought this was pretty meh because of the cost of Twisting Nether, but that just means that if you draw this late in the game, you have another option, or if you don't, you can just heal yourself for 3 and remove one of their minions. So that's not too bad. I take it back. This is actually a pretty good one. Of all the ones, this one's a pretty good one, because it gives you the option of board removal or just a single minion removal, or draw a card, I guess, if you really want to. And you can't ping yourself for 2. Or you're trying to draw as many cards as possible. I suppose that is also a possibility too. And then we have the worst one. Because when I read this one, because I was scrolling through really fast, I went, wait a second. Discover a temporary, which means you have to play it the same turn that you use it. Power Word Shield. Okay, so give a minion 3 health, draw 1 card. Alright. Shadow Word Pain, which is remove a minion that has 5 or more attack. Okay, either of these, that's pretty good. Especially considering they're both really cheap. Or Mind Control. Did they make Mind Control cheaper? I think they did, but if they didn't, how are you supposed to play that? But even so, let's say they did make it cheaper. I think it is. I think they did make it cheaper. I think they brought it back down to 8 mana. Because originally, in the original version of the game, it was 8 mana, and then they brought it up, then they took it up to 10. Mind Control. Mind Control is such a bad card. Because the thing is, everybody's got minion removal right now. Everybody's got minion removal right now. But way too many classes don't just have minion removal, they have minion theft. They can get minions to move across the board. So the chances that you mind control something and it gets mind controlled right back effectively for cheaper than you would spend on that mind control is real high. Minion removal is any destroy effect, but there's also removal effects. So yeah, you can use what is called power word theft or something like that. You literally steal someone else's minion. For 5 mana. Why in the fuck are we using the 8 mana version of it? Like, it just boggles my fucking mind. But okay, you steal the paladin's really fucking big minion. And then the next turn, he just removes it. Like, he just destroys it. The end. Like, everybody's got hard minion removal now. Even Paladin, because they decided to just give Paladin that extra gift. So, at the end of the day, you will have wasted an entire turn to, I guess, not get hit. Would I ever use this for mind control? Fuck no. But if mind control still costs 10, I don't even know what they were thinking. You'd never be able to play the card. Well, the reason why we say removal as opposed to destruction, which I do believe is the Yu-Gi-Oh term, is destruction implies that any effects upon death will go off, whereas there's also removal, which can silence the minion and destroy it, or just take the minion out of the game. It doesn't even silence it. So the minion is either never played, or it is completely removed from the game and nothing goes off when it dies. You don't even get a corpse save for it dying. So, like, a silence and destroy will still give a Death Knight a corpse. Remove from game, of which there are several versions of that now, won't even give a corpse. It's just gone. No effects anymore. It just erases the goddamn minion from the game, which is intensely annoying, but also very funny when I'm the one doing it. But, you know, there you go. That's my opinion. So we've got... Mage does this better, so it's pretty crap. Deadly Shot for 1 extra mana. You wouldn't put this in your deck, you'd want to discover it. You might put this in a deck, because the flexibility between Death Strike and Howling Blast isn't too bad. Especially if you're playing triple, I don't think you'd ever play triple Frost, but I guess if you're playing triple Plague, being able to get a Death Strike is good. So I could see this being pretty good for Death Knights. It's overpowered, but that's a Paladin card, so of course it is. This is really, really strong, and I can see that being used. This is completely negligible, and no one's gonna use it. You discover it, like, I'd take it on to Discover and take a shield block. Maybe an Execute. But sure, shit wouldn't put that in my deck. This is really strong for the current scene, but I don't know how long, like, how much longer that scene is gonna last with Fel Spells being super powerful. This is crap. You might want to discover it, but I can't see this actually being something you'd put in your deck on purpose. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. And this is good. I at first thought this was kind of crap because, like, who the fuck's gonna play this for Twisting Nether? But if you draw it late, playing it for Twisting Nether might save your bacon, so that's alright. And Siphon Soul is always a good card. And they made Siphon Soul cheaper, so having to pay 1 more for it now is still gonna be cheaper than it used to be. And people used to put the expensive version in. And this is pretty solid. Would I put it in? No. Would I discover it on purpose? Fuck yes. Like, I'd put that in, but I wouldn't use you wouldn't ever use it for mind control. I would never use that for mind control. Because paying 9 for mind control just is not okay. It's a waste of your turn. Especially considering the other player could easily remove whatever you steal. Then we've got some more dumbasses. We've got a legendary, which is apparently the innkeeper, who now has a name, which is Hearthstone Brew. Which, honestly, I kind of just want to shake him and be like, you became an innkeeper who hands out Hearthstones to people so they can teleport to your inn. And your name is actually Hearthstone Brew. Dude, you're not supposed to be this on the nose. Anyways. Battlecry, replace your hand with an iconic one from Hearthstone's past. God knows what this even means, but here's the thing. He costs 6. So let's pretend that he's actually gonna give you Miracle Rogue, which I think would be the funniest one for him to give you. You wouldn't be able to play Miracle Rogue that turn. You'd have to wait a whole nother turn. And you'd want to play him on turn 10, because you want to have your hand full of cards from the past. So you're gonna play Miracle Rogue. And it's one hand for each class, with the exception of Death Knight, which has one for each rune. Which is stupid. Because here's the thing, right now, Rainbow DK is possible. So which one does he give you? If it's one for each rune, does he just give you the random whichever rune you picked first? Does it just give you a random rune? Because an iconic one from Blood would have triple blood runes in it. You're gonna tell me that Rainbow DK is gonna be able to get triple blood cards? Really? Well, that's overpowered as shit! I could see some really fun shit coming out of this, but at the exact same time, I'm kind of like, what iconic cards are we talking about? I want to know what these are before I give my thing, but the fact that he costs so much, and he's just a 5/5 body, and you're probably not going to want to play any of those cards the very first turn you play him, and getting to 10 mana right now is nigh impossible, I'm really not sure how good he is. Besides, the thing is, it also replaces your hand when you play him. So you're gonna have to be willing to give up whatever you've actually put on your deck on purpose to play him. Now that might not be too bad if you've emptied your hand out somewhat. You only got like 2-3 cards, sacrificing them in order to get an entire mid of cards and have those cards be good cards. But you're certainly not gonna do that on turn 6. Because there's actually quite a few different classes that can make you draw 2 cards pretty easily, which would fill your hand up and start burning your deck. So I don't know. I don't see this being a good card. They could probably make it cost 4 and it'd be alright, but it costing 6 is not. It's not quick enough to survive in this situation. But okay. And then last but not least, start your tour of Okay, so like the new expansion is Whizbang's Workshop. With free Caulifero the Artist legendary minion. This talented artist paints over your whole board as copies of the minion he draws. So you draw a minion, and then you transform all of your other friendly minions into copies of it. So this will be way more powerful and better in Wild than it currently would be in Standard, simply because you can dredge before you play this. So classes that can dredge for cheaper than 8 will actually have a very distinct advantage here. So for instance, who can dredge for less than for 2 or less? I'm pretty sure it's every class except for maybe Priest. I don't even know. I don't think DKs can dredge. Any class that can dredge for less than well, for cheap, especially druids, would be able to take extreme advantage of this. Because you'd be able to, like, say, put out a bazillion copies of a Titan. Like if your deck is you fill your board up really quick and then play that the next turn, whoops. Or, you know, let's do this with what would happen, because paladins are going to have access to this card. So the paladin plays this card and turns his entire fucking board into, oh, I don't know, say a 3/2 that when it dies it exchanges a card out of your hand and gives it lifesteal. And you could just have 7 Kangors on the board. You know, 'cause 7 Kangors definitely would never be a problem. And the fact that after the first bounce, you can now have Kangors forever. But that won't be a problem, I'm sure. I'm sure Paladin doesn't have auras or anything like that that would make that board even more stupid. I'm sure it'd be fine. It's probably fine. Blizzard. I give out this advice for free. You could just not do these things. Egg in the universe. To have at least one person on board. Removing Kangor from play. I mean, Alright. Then we got the in-game 10-year anniversary, which I guess gives you those gifts? Looks like golden versions of the gifts. Or at least one of them looks like it. Or maybe they're just random cards from the set. And then there's a twist update, because they couldn't just be nice and just keep running duels for us. On the first day of the season, only Legacy will be in the card pool. And then the next day will be Curse of Nax. And then the next day, Goblins and Gnomes. And each one will be added until you've gone through the entire history of Hearthstone. Why would that be fun? It won't be fun, because it really depends on whether or not you have the entire set of all of these cards. So, in other words, they're punishing everybody who doesn't actually own every single set in the game, as well as all the most important legendaries from every set in the game. Thanks, Blizzard! Super nice of you to do that. This is exactly what we were figuring that Twist was gonna turn into, and oh, look at that. That's precisely what they did. And then we have Battlegrounds updates. They're putting this. Here's the straightforward thing. They're putting quests back in. Yay! Does it do stuff? Yes! Does it have rewards? Yes! Are some of the rewards new? Yeah, a couple of them affect spells. But otherwise, it's pretty much all the same. Okay, new minions for Battlegrounds, which is actually what we actually give a damn about. All right, they gave us a Murloc Beast. Battlecry give another random friendly minion and a minion in your hand +2/+3. That is overpowered as shit. I don't know what they were thinking. Holy fuck, are you kidding me? Oh my god, its name is Eagle. It's an Eagle, you guys! Also, the thought of there being a flying Murloc just terrifies the shit out of me. They do not need to fly. Also, of all the things for you to combine a goddamn Murloc with, a fucking bird? Anyways. So, yeah, this is super not the smartest choice they could have made. This is gonna get nerfed, and it's gonna get put up a tier. If not 2 tiers. Because this will have really amazing synergy with the Murloc that pulls Murlocs out of your hand. Technically, you can pull any minion out of your hand. But, generally what you do is you leave a Murloc in there. Yes, Murloc Thrall. Then we have an Undead Naga. It's not the old Undead Naga, it's a different Undead Naga. They decided not to bring back the old one, which gave poison, which was really nice. I mean, they could have switched to Venomous, but at the time it was poison. Spellcraft, give your minions +1 health until next turn. Any that die next combat, gain it permanently. That's interesting. That's interesting. I won't say whether that's good or bad. I will say that tier 3 is getting a little bloated, though. It already is bloated. It really doesn't need more, but alright. Because in terms of tier 3 Naga, there's already 2 really solid ones and 1 really shitty one there. And in terms of tier 3 Undead, there's 2 really good ones. No, 3 really good ones. And this is not going to be one of them. So yeah, it's just more tier bloat. Do I think it's bad? Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's not good enough, it's not fast enough, it's not good enough. Yeah, it's really not good enough. Now, if you were... I suppose if you were rotating Vengeful Slitherer... Okay, you know what? I wonder how this interacts with the one that when you cast a thing, a hearth, or a spellcraft spell on a minion, it buffs that minion. Whether or not, because this gives all of your minions +1 health, it buffs them. I'm gonna say it probably doesn't work that way, because that'd be really overpowered. But if it does interact that way, it'll be interesting. But I don't think it will. It's too good. Then we've got a crap minion. Any minion that doesn't have a tribe is crap automatically. But let's pretend that it isn't crap. It's a 4/5 with taunt. Whenever you cast a tavern spell, give another friendly minion +3/+3. So it can't buff itself, which isn't great. It should have been a pirate.
Wait, he isn't dead. Portals, motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads.
They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude. And we do think you're a righteous dude. Control copy. Welcome on in, Issy! How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Right now we're reviewing some new Hearthstone cards that have just come out.
Run away, little girl!
That's what I'm talking about!
Hey, Pilaf! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the resub! Look at them little tappy tappies! So cute! Welcome on in. My name is Nyx. We're from the Dembi system. We have the idea in real life. We use VTuber technology to help you guys tell us apart. And today, we're supposed to be doing some artwork, but then Hearthstone updated, so now we have to review Hearthstone cards. That's just how it goes. The system is doing fluffy, and also my throat is dry. I have to drink water. If this was a pirate, this would be fucking amazing. But the fact that it's not a pirate just kind of makes me go, eh. But here's my thing. Can I please click on this? No, I can't blow it up. I can't make it bigger. Just here, let me get a hold of my window. There we go. Look at her! It's a female ogre! She's so cute. But is it a good card? Based on this? Fuck no. No, not a good card. The only this will benefit specific things that people play, but yeah, right? She pretty. She's also blue. There's not a lot of blue ogres out there. I mean, keep her for the aesthetic, but at the same time, her costing 4 and like the things that benefit the most right now from like extra tavern spell casts is really elemental. So, I mean, she's alright, but she will strongly benefit very specific characters who do cast a lot of spells. But benefiting only those heroes means she's kind of niche and will just be a dead thing that you won't pick up. I don't think I'd pick her up unless I was playing something that enabled me to cast spells really, really, really often. It'd be cool if she was a pirate, though. If she was a pirate, she would be really good. I don't know that I can. Here, let me do this. Control Z. What's she called? Saloon dancer? She isn't even popping up right now because this card is so new. There she is. That's good. Scroll, 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 scroll. I can't even zoom in on her. There she is. It's really low resolution, but there you go. Look at her. I love her. She has picked herself a boyfriend for the night. I dig it. Also, a sloshing bucket of milk just to add to the. Oh, sorry. A sloshing keg of or a pint of beer is definitely helping there. She does. She looks just having so much fun too. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? They're never gonna make another fugly race for Horde. You know they aren't. They'll never do it. Okay, so Saloon Dancer. Then, do I think she's good? She'll be good in for certain heroes. Then we have Augmented Laborer, who is a mech demon. Interesting. He looks like Roadhog. He literally looks like Roadhog. Get a random mecha demon? Are there more mecha demons? Because there only is one that I know of. I guess they're gonna add more mecha demons to the game? Oh yes, definitely go do your after stream self-care. Put her in the retail. Well, it is in the retail game. She'll be live right now. You just won't be able to collect that card. You'll just be able to find her sometimes in Battlegrounds. Then we got a Fell Boar, which makes sense. After you cast 3 spells, consume a minion in the tavern to gain its stats. Oh, okay. I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. That makes for some interesting gameplay. And yeah, that makes sense that it costs 4. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Not for the demon aspect, but for the Quillbore aspect. That's a really good card for Quillbore. Then we have Dead Stomper. Which used to be Fell Stomper? Yeah, this is just Fell Stomper. Only instead of it being a demon beast, it's now an undead beast. It's the same art too, they just changed the colors of the art. Actually, you know what? It makes sense as an undead beast. It actually makes perfect sense as an undead beast, because demons don't summon minions anymore, but undead do. Whirling Lassomatic. Oh, Lassomatic. Divine Shield, Wind Fury, whenever this attacks, get a random tavern spell. That's pretty good. That's really good, especially considering it has Divine Shield and Wind Fury. That's really good. I like this. It's good. They put Urel back in the game! Give a friendly minion of each type +1/+2 instead of +2/+2. Alright. Will we still use her? Yeah, probably. I'll pick her up if I've got a minion that has more than 2 minions of different types. On 6 gold. Rendell the Mastermind, they've put him back in! They've updated it so that he'll also steal spells. That's fine. We put Utility Drone down to tier 4 for some fucking reason. They made his stats less, but at the end of your turn, giving them +1/+1 for each magnetization they have is OP as shit. But then again, there's a little bit of minion bloat now in mech at tier 4. What are they going to replace the tier 5 mech with? Because this one up here is a tier 6. Huh. Oh, okay, they put Scrap Scraper up there. I was like, we have Scrap Scraper. Why in the hell are we allowing Utility Drone to go first? But that's why. They've swapped their tiers. Is that good? I think this significantly nerfs the shit out of mech, and I haven't seen any significant nerfs to any other build when mech barely competes, in my opinion. It can get really wild right at the end, but so can Demon, and so can Quillbore, so I really don't see why this is a good idea. That seems like a really bad choice. Blazing Skyfin. It's the same as it... Oh, no, they changed it! Now after you trigger a battle cry, gain +1/+1, as opposed to when you play a card with battle cry. So, like, if you can trigger it in other ways, it actually gets bigger. Wow. They change... What are they changing? Oh, they changed the golden. Yeah, they changed the golden so it isn't trying to eat 6 minions, which is actually very difficult to do. The only time you can actually get all 6 minions... Well, sorry. The most usual way to get 6 minions is to be on tier 6. Which is awful. So, yeah. No, I'm glad they did this. This is an excellent change to Pegas's. New tavern spells. Swap a friendly, non-golden minion with a random one in the tavern. So... So they're basically giving Jandis's hero power for one gold. I mean, that's good for Battlecry builds. Isn't something that I'd... Of course, they're adding a little... This does add a little bloat, but it is really cheap. I'm always mindful of how many cards you can potentially get at any particular level. And adding bloat on tier 3 is not necessarily good for certain builds. Toxic Tumbleweed, tier 4, 2 gold. Start of combat, summon a 1/1 Tumbling Assassin with Venomous. It attacks immediately. That's the worst fucking... Okay, if this was start of combat, summon a 1/1 Tumbling Assassin with Venomous, Wind Fury, and Divine Shield, it'd be alright. But as it is, okay, I've popped your Divine Shield. And not only that, you need to have room on your board for this shit. That's bad. That's just hot garbage. No. Anyways. Channel the Devourer. Remove a minion, give it stats to a random friendly minion. Okay, so this is another hero power they're giving to another freaking thing. For 4 mana, you can Om-Nom a minion and spit its stats onto a random friendly minion. Thing is, by tier 6, you pretty much have your shit set in stone. So, like, just moving stats from one thing to another. I mean, I guess if you're playing, like, heavy Murlocs and you just happen to have been long-term buffing a Murloc that you are no longer gonna... And it removes the minions, so it doesn't trigger the death rattle. So it's not like you could death rattle something really good. It just gets rid of the minion and moves its stats over. I mean, it's got some niche application. I'm just not sure about it costing that much. Scavenge for parts at the end of your turn, get a random magnetic minion. Wow. This is really good. Holy shit. That's amazing. This is literally if you have even one thing that's a mech in your build, you'd play this. No hesitation. That's so good. It's so good, this is gonna get moved up to tier 5 and cost 5. I guarantee you. Cloning Conch. Get a copy of a Murloc in your hand, and it's only offered in Murloc games. So in other words, you get an extra what's her tits. The burbling burgle that does whatever it's called, the Tallyfin, I think it is. I think her name is the Tallyfin. It's the Tallyfin that looks like the secretary from Monsters Inc. So you get an extra Tallyfin for free if you have one in your hand already. Which, I guess. It could allow you to get some triples or something going on, but alright. Cheers, Issy! Have a good night! Guzzle the Gloop. At the end of your turn, give your dragons +4 attack. It lasts 3 turns, only offered in dragon games. I know who that's in reference to. This is one of the funniest bosses in World of Warcraft. Especially considering when you kill him, you get the temporary title, Killer of Worthless, Stupid, Useless Minions or something like that. It's a really, really long title, and it's my favorite title in the game. And if I could have it permanently, I fucking would. That's pretty good. That's a pretty solid thing. Especially considering at the end of your turn is something that can be triggered twice. Which is true of this as well, so that can be triggered twice as well. Start of combat. Give your minions summon a 2/2 beetle, which is really, 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 really bad. This could cost 0 gold and I still wouldn't play it. And the reason why it's so bad is there's 2 beast builds right now. One of them relies on you having a very specific set of cards that all play out in order to keep yourself alive. The other is to buff the ever-living tits out of what beasts you have, summon more beasts and bring them in. But at the end of the day, you want bigger beasts than this landing on the screen. You don't want 2/2s coming into play. You want enormous goddamn beasts coming into play. And this will prevent those bigger ones from landing, and this will take up that slot. I can't imagine this being good ever. It might be good the first turn you hit tier 4. That might be alright. It might be good on certain other builds, like it just gives you some extra minions to summon, but yeah, this is not great, and I don't see where they thought that was a good idea. I can see it working from time to time, but ultimately, I would much rather have my reborn minion have room to respawn. That's where that's at. That's just not so good. Destroy a friendly undead. Your undead have extra attack equal to its tier this game. I mean, you could... I guess you could do that to Moros and get the buff from Moros, which would give your undead... I mean, this game, it's not just like your undead on the board, but like your undead have extra attack equal to its tier for the rest of the game. I guess that's alright. There's things here. This is not too bad. Sure as shit not as bad as Brood of Beetles. Suspicious Stimulant. Freeze a minion in the tavern that's frozen at the end of its turn, doubled its stats. I mean, if you can get your hands on a bunch of them, I suppose that could make a really chonky minion.
This is a little awkward. Things haven't really worked.
There's something here. This could be interesting. Bite Scale Special. Get 3 random spellcraft spells only offered in Naga games. That's alright. This will have some interesting synergy with that cool board that I was like, ooh, it does cool things. Corrupted Cupcakes. Choose a friendly demon. It consumes all minions in the tavern to get their stats. Alright. Alright. This is a really solid one to get Tichondrius some fucking buffs going. That's not too bad. Plunder Seeker. Steal a random card from the tavern. Compete for each friendly pirate. Only offered in pirate games.
Yeah, so is that cool if I use a song in my YouTube video? Yeah, I'll credit you in that. Nice one.
So that allows you to Peggy the ever-living tits out of a pirate. That's actually not too bad. If you're playing Peggy and Peggy and Cleve, that only gives him +2/+2. But if you're playing like with Peggy and the other one who also generates cards, also it steals a random card, not a random minion from the tavern, so it could steal the spells too. That's not too bad. Your hand is gonna get full, but that's not too bad. Especially if you're playing with Peggy or you're playing with the pirate that gives you tavern spells whenever cards enter your hand. Gem Confiscation. Play 2 blood gems on a friendly minion. It steals all blood gems from its neighbors. You know what? I like that. That's good. And it costs 1, and that's what it should cost. Things that they're removing from the minion pool. They're getting rid of Scourfin. Good, because it's crap. They're getting rid of Withered Spearhide? How are you supposed to... Are you supposed to just now use the guy who eats your spells in order to get... Damn. They're getting rid of Neo Zhao. They got rid of Octosari, so the benefit of those beetles is now completely missing. They're removing Mechajaraxis. Get rid of Observer of Mists, which is kind of a pain because that was a halfway decent battle cry to use. I don't mind they got rid of Adaptable Barricade. It was kind of iffy. I don't remember Fairy Tale Caroler. Is that the... Okay, she's the one that gives you the bonus for if you lost a round, which I don't think they should have gotten rid of that. Transmuted Bramble Witch is the elemental pig that turns things into 3/3s. They got rid of that. I'm pretty sure Observer is, blue one, right? Oh no, it's the guy who like buffs your team based on like if what you're playing has more attack. He was crap anyway. I mean, I've seen some people use him to pretty good effect, but he was pretty crap. Scourfin, I'm glad they got rid of that. Withered Spearhide, I do not know how they're gonna give us blood gems in any reasonable way now, but okay. Relentless Murghoul. I know, obviously, that's a Murloc. Okay, so Scourfin was the one that buffs your hand. So I guess they've replaced Scourfin with the eagle thingy instead. And Relentless Murghoul is the undead one. They got rid of Mechajaraxis, which is imposing the thing that was nice about Mechajaraxis was the fact that you could play demons on top of demons even if your board was full. Imposing percussionist. Oh! She's the love to hear percussion one that gives demons in exchange for damage to hero. Which is actually, again, that's really bad. They got rid of Octosari, which is the one that gets buffs based on how many things you've summoned to the board. You got rid of New Zhao, which is the one that does damage to two minions at random when it attacks. Bejeweled Duelist? Oh, okay. It's the elemental in tier 2 that when you refresh, it gets bigger. Which, I mean, he was pretty mid too. Trembling Trolley. Oh, really? No Trembling Trolley? But I like Trembling Trolley. That's the one that avenges and gives you extra spells. Guess I didn't want to keep that one. Adaptable Barricade is the 5/18/1 that makes its wall just big enough to survive with 1 mana or 1 health. Necrolight. Is that the one that buffs your board? Or is that the tier 3 one? Or is that... Okay, it's the pit. So they've replaced the thing. I was like, oh, that's just a battle cry. That's the battle cry they replaced. It's the one that plays 2 gems and then, or plays 2 blood gems and then sucks the blood gems off of the nearby ones. So they got rid of the card that did that and made her ability a spell. They've put Thorncaller back. Oh, which is the Death Rattle, get a blood gem. Okay. So they, instead of getting 2 blood gems, now I can only get 1. And she isn't undead anymore, so that works out. Okay. I was like, how are you getting blood gems? That's how you get them. Thorncaller. Crackling Cyclone, which I do believe is the, what is it called? Elemental that has Divine Shield and Wind Fury. Yeah. Urel, which buffs the board a little bit. We saw Rendell before. The Tortolan Blue Shell. Oh, so that's why they got rid of the Caroler. They put the blue shell back in. The blue shell you buy him when you lose, and then you can sell him for more gold than he's worth. And Manted Queen. Oh, which is the venomous get buffs based on whether you're playing Menagerie or not. And they got rid of Jaws of Fate and Buddy Up. Well, I mean, Buddy Up was not very good. Which one's Jaws of Fate? Jaws of Fate. Oh, they got rid of the Yagi-Poo one. So they got rid of Yagi-Poo and they got rid of the Get a Buddy. Oh, I suppose it's because they've changed, because he can buff the tavern minions. They got rid of the ability to buff those tavern minions. Or alternatively, it's because they put quests back in, at least temporarily. And Jaws of Fate plus the quest that literally also does the same thing would be not so great and kind of overpowered to be able to do that twice in a turn. Because Yagi-Poo is super powerful. Okay. We turn this off. We say, let's play some Hearthstone instead of just talking about Hearthstone. And we also do this. See, I'm organized. So on the whole, Battlegrounds gonna be fun, because they put quests back in, and I love quests. And the changes they've made basically help a few classes don't nerf Paladin near enough, and do absolutely shit all for other classes.
Gather round, everyone! The fun's about to start!
So we're gonna get a shit ton of cards here. I'll reroll that one. There's no way this applies to Battlegrounds. But I'll re-roll this one first. And I guess the gifts are from doing the 10-year anniversary. Good lord, it's been 10 years already for Hearthstone. I wonder if they'll actually be like, quests! Here's how the quests work, or not. No introduction to quests. They should have done that. But of course, the game is hostile to new players. Like you do. You go the right habits on the time is right. The fever is on method. Really? Go for patchwork, huh? I mean, there's demons. There's dragons. There's Quillbore. Okay, I mean, there's some level of playable in terms of Guff's ability, but oof. Oof. It's not great.
Fresh opponents. Are you ready?
Wow.
It's good to get some minions in play.
So I'm losing this game. Anyways, away we go.
Have a good battle, friend.
Right, we're still doing a sketch here. Oh my god, I didn't actually lose? What? What?
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Come back. Music. There we go. Not me having 75 fucking tabs open.
Great. I can bring in more power.
I mean, maybe I'll get lucky. Shouldn't hold my breath on that, but maybe I'll get lucky.
You're doing great out there. I've got some fresh recruits for you. Poor unfortunate souls. I think you can win this thing.
Oh, they put Thorncolor on tier 2. Oh, that's right, because they got rid of her battle cry.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. Keep up the momentum, friend. I've got some fresh recruits for you. Great! Let's get some better minions in here.
Shit. Oh, you're red-handed. I see you in the dark. It's like a bonfire, bonfire flames.
I think you can win this thing.
I mean, it could have gone worse. It could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. What's winning? I don't know. Not something I do very often, let me tell you.
That one might make all the difference.
If I could, I would get myself out this madness. If I could, I would get myself out this madness. If I could, I would get myself out this madness.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Your minions really pulled their weight.
Yeah, look, I was passive aggression, passive aggressiveness. I left him hanging like loose ties as loose ties. Either not, he begging to go or not. Depends on the situation, he going up like inflation. For all the haters that said that he couldn't make it. My brother drowned in the lake, how could all you people mistake it? He fought hard for what he had, murderers holding guns.
8 round in the 45, they go down, yeah. 8 round in the 45, they go down. 8 round in the 45, they go down, yeah. 8 round in the 40. 8 round in the 45, they go down, yeah. The two legendaries are both too slow to be useful. I don't even know what they were thinking with those, because they're not very good. In terms of the gifts, most of them are pretty blasé. Paladin is overpowered. Well, rather, Paladin will just continue to gain more power. Having access to the ability to clear the board or nuke the board in some conceivable way is overpowered as shit. Warlock is good. Shaman is good. Druid's okay. I can see potentially certain versions of damn already. Fuck me.
The battle is really raging out there. A good tactical choice.
Well, aren't you a
I'll make sure these ones stick around for next time.
So if I have this is tier 4, that's tier 4 as well, so I really shouldn't buff. Yeah, they brought back quests, which will probably last until the next major patch.
I think you can win this thing. I've got some fresh recruits for you. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Your love's a little heavy. You're touching me already, and it's working up my nerves. You should probably forget me, cause I'm terrified you'll get me when I'm at my worst. It's not
Too late to let you know that you're in love with the ghost. So run, da 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 da. Pack up your bags and run. Quests are good. I'm a big fan. They certainly are more appealing than the hell that is the buddies, because buddies are just fucking trash. That's things I love at all.
my ego's still providing. I'm not the one who's driving, but I can't find the brakes.
I think you can win this thing.
Even though I'm trying, I'm your next mistake. You should take me
You're good at this. Better hire a recruit while you can. You're down a minion and up a goal. A good tactical choice.
I'm in the whip with authority, looking like Sky Bree, she got a body, ayy. And she been calling me daddy lately, want me to put her in Cartier's. And the bitch deserve it, put in work for the money, she earn it. Give me top every night, lip service, never gotta block these hoes, she worth it. I'm out in Abu Dhabi, with a bad bitch, look like Sky Bree, ooh. Right beside me, in a phantom off that Molly, yeah. Abu Dhabi, with a bad bitch, look like like Skybree, ooh. Right beside me, in the phantom off that Molly, yeah. Abu Dhabi, with a bad bitch look like Skybree, ooh. Right beside me, in the phantom off that Molly, yeah. Abu Dhabi, with a bad bitch look like Skybree, ooh. Right beside me, in the phantom off that Molly, yeah. Shorty a dancer with her OnlyFans, got her bands up. She independent,
You're doing great out there.
No man, but I'll man up. Put it on camera, she a freak, nothing I can't handle. When I'm pulling up in that phantom.
Woof, not great.
Tough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Oh, that's an avenge. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Go big or go home, I always say. Unskilled work. Why don't you?
I'm probably gonna lose, but that's okay, because I'm in the top 4.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I did. Sure, I'm gonna do the cameras. I want to put cameras in there. You know what? We need some quests on top of our quests. That's what we need. We clearly needed more quests for the good things. Oh, Death Princess. Welcome on in. I hope you had a lovely stream. Let me give you a shout out here. Princess. Oop, just like that. Oh, you are also playing some Hearthstone. Look at that. Hearthstone for all.
my favorite commander is back. Ready to get
Let me get, what do you get? Battle cry or unspent gold? Oof. Well, that one's pretty straightforward, though ouch, no battle cry minions to start. I cannot see your face and it's on away with my way. Oh, I hate buying Battleground. Hate it. I hate it. Unless I misspelled your name? I might have done. Try that again. It does do that if it bugs out, like it'll just say what I'm playing.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Or the API's fucked. One or the other. That always happens. That can happen too. I might want to freeze for this. I'm gonna have to freeze for this. Fuck. Well, it could also be that the API is borked, because the API does like to report a game that I'm playing if something wasn't set. So you may have also been set to a null game, or World of Warcraft is borked. Okay. I mean, that's always possible too. Anyways, welcome on in. My name is Nyx. I'm from the Dembi system. We have DID in real life. We use VTuber technology to help you guys tell us apart. And today we are doing some artwork and playing some Hearthstone.
You're good at this.
We have successfully finally played a Battlecry minion. They've added quests back into the game. Well, it's back into Battlegrounds. Which is fun, because I actually really like them. It's not as zany as Anomalies, but I don't know if they'll ever bring Anomalies back, because the zany was real big. But yeah, if you need to go do some after-stream self-care, feel free to. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us. And we promise to take good care of them.
I've got some fresh recruits for
And if you'd like to hang around. How was WoW? How was World of Warcraft? How is that going? Hmm. 95 gold? We'll take that one thing.
It's good to get some minions in play. It's good to get some minions in play.
Oh, Bob, you're repeating yourself.
You're doing great out there. The battle is really raging out there.
This is not great. Oops, I should have put one on the Tough Tusk. I'm playing this game really well. I'm playing this game really well. Oh yes, there is a meow in this song, and I always meow during the meow in the song.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Oh my god.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
What started as a phase has become a growing trend. I guess what I can follow.
A good tactical choice.
Just a piece of that pie. Don't matter what, I am missing the high. Kerosene smile.
This is painful. At least I'm destroying other minions, but I cannot get Battlecry minions for my fucking life. This is awful.
You are not out of this yet.
Oh my god, why can't you attack the small ones? Why I need to not pay attention to the fucking combat. The RNG always makes me so salty.
Welcome back. How's it going out there? Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
I'm just gonna lose. That's just what's gonna happen. So let's just continue on doing the arts, cause this game ain't going. Oh, this is for boxes. Boxes. Okay, let me look at the dialogue here. Well, it's actually internal dialogue.
Have a good battle, friend. I like how your strategy is shaking out.
Doesn't death speak to you? Go on without me. I mean, that's right.
Run away right now. I'm just gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. I'm so sad about this. Oh yeah. It could have gone well, but they decided that giving me exactly 0 battle cry minions was precisely what was needed. Oh, you're gonna give me Denathrius again, are ya? You know I'm a sucker. You know I'm a sucker, and I'm gonna fucking play Denathrius again. You know. Oh yeah, the new Footman card looks like it's gonna be super fun. I mean, especially if the card that it steals is like a high cost spell. Let me just recheck what the fuck things we got. Battle cries. Battle cries. Mostly battle cries. Spend 15 gold, have 25 minions die.
Some waves.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Wait, the elemental? You mean? I didn't memorize the name of that particular card. The 8-cost elemental?
You're good at this. Yeah, let's step up our game.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I need to spend. They added 4 new cards to the core set. I'll look again. I only saw 2. 2 legendaries. Oh, they added 2 legendaries and the super shitty epic.
Have a
So there's Corridor Sleeper, which is fucking garbage. There's all the gifts, which are mid. Then there's Hearthstone Brew, who sucks. Holy Pharaoh the Artist, who is potentially overpowered as shit, especially in Wild. I'm not seeing another core card. This is all Battlegrounds. What's in the previous post?
You're doing great out there.
Let me get over to... That can close. This can close. We'll close that for now. That can close. Oh, shit.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
That shit. That shit.
The odds are in my favor.
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
Okay. This again. Sorry, the music stopped. Trying to close extra tabs and stuff and end up closing the whole window. Okay. BattleNet, wherever the fuck it is hiding on here. There we go. It's not letting me scroll down. There we go. Welcome to Year of the Pegasus. 4 set updates. Garbage, 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 garbage. I'm not seeing any new cards. Justicar's Trueheart? Leroy?
The battle is really raging out there.
Is it in the new...
Better hire a recruit while you can.
So it's the new iconic cards return Pegasus core set update. So we're looking at the new core set. No Mela safe pilot and so on and so forth. Is that where we're looking? Oh, there's Whitman. Okay, footman. Hold on. Adjacent minions are immune while attacking. Yeah, that qualifies as bullshit. I don't know why they thought that that would be a good idea. That's really bad. Apparently there's more cards to look at. I was unaware.
Good at this. A good tactical choice. Someone's coming in.
Can't be targeted by spells or hero power as a keyword.
Have a good battle, friend.
They brought Leroy back. They made Fiery War Axe cheap again. They made Justicar Trueheart a core thing and made her stronger and cost less. They brought Wrath of Air Totem back, which is actually a positive in my opinion, because that's a much better card. Oh my god, I'm so close to getting this stupid quest done.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I officially have Wonder Ball now. Is it going to help? Probably not. So Nomella. Also, Rush also damage minions next to whoever this attacks. Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And they don't think that that's not going to be too powerful in Paladin.
I think you can win this thing.
They're giving Hound to Paladin. You know, just your everyday casual useful thing. Hound to Paladin. So with this one, they're giving Hound to Paladin, which is ungodly and wrong.
like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
This'll pack a punch.
Is down a minion and up a gold.
Who needs fire breath in this heat?
Have a good battle, friend. Welcome back. How's it going out there? That's a great play. I can't wait to see this shake out. Better hire a recruit while you can.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I'll pick you up when you are down. I will hold on tight. Forever I will be right by your side.
God. Ooh, I'll never let you down. In my life, I will be
It's
there
good to
for
get
you.
some minions in play.
Ooh, I'll always be around. I need someone to carry you. Your look is all I want to hold. I'll be there to buy you clothes, so I'll never let you down. In my life, I will be there for you.
I think you can win this thing.
Okay, so that's overpowered as shit. Warsong Grunt. After this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. Which, for 5, I mean, again, with Crusader Aura still being a legal fucking card, why are they thinking that this is an okay thing? It'd just get itself buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed. Like, come on now. Until they remove Crusader Aura, any card that has Rush automatically needs to be treated as incredibly bad for the game on the whole.
That'll do some damage.
Secrets will uncover.
Sit down, all my life I will be there for you, yeah.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Come on there.
That's what I would have picked.
Taste defeat, stranger!
Who needs fire breath in this heat?
What the fuck? What the fuck, Wisdom Ball?
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I'm still lost.
The battle is really raging out there. That's quite the army you're building, friend. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trophy. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trophy.
On the lookout!
Oh, you're moving up in the world. A good tactical choice. I think you can win this thing.
Not my gigantic peckish fell drake somehow handling that. Fuck my life.
You're good at this. I like where you're going with this.
Need a drink?
You're down a minion and up a goal.
No one disturbs my home!
The likes of you will not survive here.
This is no place for mortals!
This will protect you. think you can win this thing?
Wow, the intense spitefulness of selling your entire board.
You're good at this.
Beautiful love, dragging me under the table. Down her eyes, don't me in my core. Cute flyer, hoping the eye on the neighbor. Getting me dry, she wants to
You're
devour
down
my
a
soul.
minion and up a goal.
No one disturbs my home.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
There she blows.
A good tactical choice.
There she blows.
You're doing great out there.
Totally normal horse. It's I didn't notice what that was called. The totally normal horse.
Keep up the pressure. Now we're in business.
Blizzard. Don't you be like this.
There she blows.
Keyword elusive. Okay, that's how the keyword works.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Why would they? Oh my god. It's either too small to read or too big to see. Good job, Blizz! No peace. No mercy. Why would they make the graphic this fucking big? It's so big you can't even see it, even on like my full fucking screen. So these are cards that are leaving. Marigar, Deathbringer, Bone Digger, Graveyard Shift. Possessifier. Okay, well they're just like gutting DK. Patchwork. Obliterate. Okay. Heart Strike. Frigidara I don't really care about. Rhymefang, no one was playing. Repulsive Gargantuan. Rhyme Sculptor. Okay, so what's left in core again? Defrost. Okay, what are they putting into core? This is being added back in. New to core. Okay, so they're putting Scourge back in. Necrotic Mortician is nice. They put Vampiric Blood back in, you know, just to fuck with us. Put Soul Stealer back in. Put Corpse Explosion back in. Blood Tap, Hematurge, Soul Breaker. Okay. Where's the card draw? Might of Menethil. Kinda iffy. Put Horn of Winter back in. Frostmourne, which, you know, filled. Why'd they nerf Frostmourne? They didn't need to nerf it. It isn't very good. Costs too much, does too little. Corpse Bride. Spend up to 10 corpses. Okay. I didn't realize that these had made it to Wilds. Wow. So they really gutted the shit out of DK's ability to draw cards. -1 mana's worth. Oh, is it -1? Oh, I guess it is -1 mana. It's still only three minions, and you gotta take face damage on big minions to get good minions. I don't know. I still wouldn't put it in my deck. I might be happy to discover it, but I wouldn't put it in my deck. But they're basically removing a lot of passive corpse production because they got rid of Possessifier and Rhyme Sculptor. They got rid of some some corpse usage. Because they also got rid of Graveyard Shift. They got rid of Patchwork for some fucking reason, which is just... riddle me incredulous. That's a fucking terrible card for them to get rid of. But they also got rid of all the draw. No Rune Forging, no Defrost. The only card left in DK that draws cards, as far as I can tell, is, well, I guess there's the draw Frost spell and draw 2 cards and make the other person draw 2 cards. As well as the, draw card Reborn, or draw card Battle Cry Death Rattle guy. Vampiric Blood's still triple blood. Oh, Necrotic Mortician isn't 2 plague anymore. Was Bloods have 2 plague? I think Hematurge was 2 plague. Or not 2 plague, 2 blood. Oh, they got rid of the plague on Nerubian Swarmguard. The Scourge might have been 3 plague. I don't really remember. Because I never actually got this card. It's interesting, at least. And with it being 2 plague, it does prevent it from becoming oppressive with frost interactions. So these are being removed from Demon Hunter. Flame Reaper. I've played against Flame Reaper. I was very surprised to see it. Oh, good. They got rid of Wrathscale Naga. Nobody liked that card. They got rid of Feast of Souls. That's interesting. A little unnecessary, but interesting. Oh, they're only getting rid of 3 cards. For Demon Hunter. And they're adding in Expendable Performers again, Wayward Sage, and Umberwing. I didn't realize that Umberwing cycled out, but I guess it's cycled back in now, so... I'm glad they're getting rid of Wrathscale Naga. Fuck that. Fuck that. I hate it. Okay, they're getting rid of Kiri. Good. They're getting rid of Nourish? What? They're getting rid of Nourish? Holy shit. Okay, so... Druid, which was starting to perform well, is no longer going to do that. They've killed Druid. They killed it. It's dead now. That's true, but unless they create something to replace it, it's shit. So they're removing Wild Growth, but they're putting it back in with the gift. So you can still get Wild Growth, just it's not going to be a core card anymore. I don't know if I appreciate that. Get rid of Soul of the Forest, which is fine. No! No! Blizzard! Nobody likes Greybow. Nobody wants Greybow back in the fucking game. Nobody wants this card back in the game. It's so bad. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm just gonna exclusively play Thief Priest and play 400 million Greybows until it gets removed from the game again. I mean, I guess, but it's still shit. Nourish is such a good card. Rush, whenever this attacks, give your hero +3 attack this turn. Still garbage. Lesser Jasper Spellstone. Interesting. interesting considering they removed one of the best armor gains in the game. But they put Thick-Head Kodo back in, so I guess that's alright. Put Swipe back in. Good. They put Raven Idol back in. Good. They put Oaken Summons back in. Ooh. Not sure what I would summon with this. But Oaken Summons was a really interesting niche card. What other ones did they got rid of? Well, Solar and Lunar Eclipse. Thank fuck they needed to go. Pounce. Nobody gave a shit about that. I've seen Pounce get used, but Pounce. Whatever. They're getting rid of King Crush. Sag. Selective Breeder. No! No, I like Selective Breeder. No, good card. No, don't make go away. Got rid of Cat Trick. That's such an odd one to get rid of. They got rid of Doggy Biscuit. Interesting, because they intentionally added this one to core last time. Guess it's just too much. What else are they getting rid of? Wandering Monster. That's a sad one to get rid of. Mark Shot. Such a good, solid hunter card. I'm a bit sad about that. Candle Shot. Things they're bringing back. Oh. Yay. Spell Hunter. Master's Call. Really? They're doing Barrack Kodobane with that fucking card that causes trample? Really? Immune and trample, no less? Master's Call. Discover a mini in your deck. If all three are beasts, draw them all? I mean, Rat Trap's good. Ice Trap is fun. Like they brought Ice Trap back. Kill Command! That was the card I was trying to remember the name of. This should have been on the gift. Kill Command should have been on the gift, in my opinion. Ball of Spiders? They make Ball of Spiders cheaper. They make Ball of Spiders cheaper. I think they made Ball of Spiders cheaper. Didn't it used to cost more than that? I'm sure it used to cost... Yeah, it was. It was 6 mana. I'm like, I must be remembering this wrong. They wouldn't reduce it by 3 fucking mana. Apparently they did. I mean, shit, I played Ball of Spiders at 6 mana. Lesser Emerald Spellstone, very interesting. Don't really hate that. Not too... Yay! Thank fuck they got rid of Agwin. Hopefully they'll get rid of Sif, too. Pyroblast, really? People were playing Pyroblast? Fire Sale Sag. Snap Freeze. Apparently they're getting rid of Snap Freeze. You know, that overpowered card. It was really only overpowered in duels. Oh no. They're bringing back Calicos. You know. Oh. Mage Tears. Why do they let the mages have these things? Flame Strike they're bringing back. Primordial Glyph. See, this is the card that I was talking about that's better than the gift. Primordial Glyph. So much better. Bringing back Frostbolt. Yep, okay. Oh no. Paladin. What are they getting rid of? Not Kangor, I betcha. They're getting rid of Lothraxion. That was core? Good lord, what the hell is wrong with Blizzard? Amber Watcher, which, True Silver Champion. They're getting rid of Blessing of Kings, but you can still get Blessing of Kings from that other fucking spell. They get rid of True Silver Champion. This would be something if the Gift of Uther didn't give you... Oh my god. Hammer of the Naru's fine. Spectred Steed is not great. Silver Moon Portal is still a very solid card. Like, that was just a good card back in the day. What they getting rid of? Benedictus. Really? Could leave that in and still nobody play it. Draconid Operative. Really? Okay. Yay! No more Shadowed Spirit! Yay! No more Shadowed Spirit! Thank fuck! No more Shadowed Spirit! Oh my god, they got rid of it. They got rid of Holy Champion. Ooh, Madame Nazul. That's fun. Oh, they're putting back Obsidian statue. That's also fun. I don't think I like this. Bring back Shadow Worker Pain and Void Shard. Woof. Such a strong card. No! No! They're not getting rid of Shard of the Naru, but I love Shard of the Naru! They got rid of Shadow Word Death. They brought back Shadow Word Pain, got rid of Shadow Word... Oh, thank fuck! They're getting rid of Hanar. Yay! Good! Thank God! Oh my god, they're getting rid of Sheet Death too? Why are they nerfing Rogue into the ground? It isn't even a top deck right now! What the fuck? Ambush is kinda eh. Really plagiarized too? What secrets does Rogue have that are even worth it? This got rid of Buccaneer, which is, I think, fairly random. Oh wow, they brought back Flick. I mean, that'll get rid of Kangor at least. Felderized Strider, nice. I like that card. Spectral Cutlass. Always interesting and fun. Raiding Party. I like it. That's a good card. Oh, they brought back Sap! Nice! Nice! Get rid of some of the most annoying parts of Rogue. And, oh, no more Eyesore! No! Nobody played Doomhammer. And again, they removed Bloodlust, but the gift of Thrall will put it back into your hand. So this is how they're making people play with those fucking cards that are not so great. I actually would have played with it because getting a Bloodlust on demand when you actually have the board for it is really nice. Got rid of Zap. I have a funny feeling there's another card that's being removed and it's Hex. Oh no, they got rid of Strength Totem. Good. Good. Didn't like Strength Totem. Much prefer Wrath of Air Totem. Oh, they brought back Calamos. Interesting. Muck Pools is crap. Interesting. They made the air elemental more powerful. Used to be a 2-1 for 1, and with the effect of what is now called elusive. Spirit Claws. Okay. Okay. A little bit sad about Eyesore, but I understand. Mal'Ganis is going bye-bye. No, Mal'Ganis! Enforcer... Blackari Fellhound... Aww! Void Caller... That only really affects me in duels, though. I don't think anybody was really playing that shit. Imp Gang Boss... Okay, and Fiendish Circle... Oh, interesting! They brought back Rafamp. They brought back Doomguard. Still probably unplayable in duels, though. For the 10 seconds the duel's gonna be... Oh, Lester Emesis spells so nice! Dark Alley Pact. Summon a Fiend with Taunt and Static... Oh, okay, I gotcha. A little more handlock support there. Did it? Oh, you're right, it does have Taunt now. Ooh. Bloodbound Imp, whatever this attacks, deal 2 damage to your hero. Yeah. Demonic Studies, always a good card. Love that card. No more Armegadillo. It's okay, it was way too powerful. Got rid of Dynamatic, that's surprising. Well, they got rid of Cruel Taskmaster. Sword Eater's understandable. It's been core for a bit. Oh, they got rid of Woodcutter's Axe, but I think they brought back Fire War Axe, which is fine. Oh, that's fun! They brought back Deathwing, Mad Aspects. Town Crier, alright. Cargo Guard, alright. Sanguine Depths, okay. Realized that had made it to Wild, but I guess it What?! Okay, wait. let's look at what's being removed first. So these are the neutral cards. Ysera the Dreamer, don't care. Alex Straw's the Lifebinder, don't care. Dr. Boom, glad it's going. Karen, also glad that one's going. Oh, thank goodness Ziliax is going. Black Knight, no one was playing. Aww, they want people to have fun with the auctioneer. They got rid of Asher Drake. They didn't need to. Yeti. Oh, they got rid of Applebomb. Who was playing Razor Leaf again? Aw, they got rid of Explosive Sheep, but it's an explosive sheep. We love explosive sheeps. So much fun. Got rid of the Sky Talon. That's weird. We get risk tour guide. Understandable. It causes weird interactions. Was that it for neutral minions being removed? Yep, that was it for neutral minions being removed. Neutral minions being added back in. Alex. Oh, the original Alex is the original Ysera. Okay, interesting. Oh, they buffed Ysera. Oh, they buffed Ysera. Very interesting. Now she gives you 2 dream cards at the end of your turn. Tiamat. Did they buff him? I feel like his stats are bigger. I might be wrong about that. They decided to bring back Sylvanas, you know, just to make everything nonsensical again. Molten Giant. They brought back Justicar Trueheart with more health and cost less. They got Leroy back in. This is overpowered as shit. What the fuck were they thinking? Oh my god, Blizzard, why? Because allowing Cleave with Rush and deal 2 damage to all enemies to exist while Crusader Aura is still a fucking thing is not okay. They brought back Mountain Giant, nobody gives a shit. Is Mind Control Tech cost more? I feel like they made it cost more. I don't remember it costing 5. It cost 4, but maybe I'm wrong. Footman's overpowered as shit. Why are we doing that? Stonehill Defender looks the same. They buffed it they buffed it earlier, so. Night Elf Huntress. Deal 3 damage to 3 different enemies. You pick targets. Interesting. Orsong Grunts. Rush after this attacks a minion, it may attack again. Blizzard, once again forgetting the Crusader Aura exists, has now given the ability for Paladin to not only clear the other player's board and heal itself to full, but, you know, also gain a ridiculous amount of damage and health for nothing. Thanks, Blizz. Evasive Worm, which is just okay, I guess. Brought back Slither Spear, they brought back Wand Maker, which is kind of fun. Because especially this can give you a gift, one of the gift spells. They nerfed Mountain Giant? I don't think they nerfed it. That's the same as it always was. That's 1 less for each other card in your hand, cost 12. It's always cost 12. Dusty Deckhand, they brought back, Firefly back, Boulder Fist Ogre, you know, just for the sake of having a random card, I guess. Minecraft, oh, okay, Mind Control Tech. Oh, they did nerf it. Instead of 3 more minions, 4 more minions. Why'd they make it so bad? It already was kind of a really niche pick, or we're gonna nerf it. What am I missing? It was? I thought it was 3. What am I missing? Because I don't know what I'm missing. I swear it was 3. Oh! Holy shit! Anyways, this is why Mind Control is a completely worthless card, as I was saying earlier. Oh, gee! You wasted 9 fucking mana choosing that one out of your gift from Anduin, and I've mind controlled it back. That's insane. That is now so overpowered. Why even give it stats at all? It could be a 0-1 for 6 and I'd still play it. Yeah, targeted minion theft for 5. So long as the other player figures you don't have a mind control tech. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, again, that's the reason why mind control, getting mind control off of your gift of Anduin is completely meaningless, because, well... Anyways. I mean, Shadow Word Steel is still insane. But the fact they didn't remove... Because Kangor's still legal, right? It'll still be legal even when the next patch hits, right?
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Oh my god. No.
Have a good battle, friend. Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around. You're doing great out there.
Okay, so these are the ones that have the cards adjusted. I wonder if the text version has the changes on it.
The battle is really raging out there.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it.
I think you can win this thing.
I was there inside, no choice. Thing is, I don't recognize, like, I don't necessarily know the names of things as much as I recognize, like, other things about them.
Welcome back. How's it going out
Nice.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have to do this and this so that I can actually look between them. So, Plague Grain has had a rune removed. Noxious Cadaver isn't a blood rune anymore. No Muncher isn't a blood rune anymore. Frost Strike, I believe, has had a rune removed, as well as Harbinger of Winter. Army of the Dead has had a rune removed, and Plague Grain has had a rune removed. And Deathbringer's Swordfang has had its health increase.
Out there.
Oh my god, did they change Dream?
Great! Let's get some better minions in here.
Go up and down with it, you're just like a bad girl. It buffed all the Ysera cards and Ysera grants 2 of them at the end of the turn. Changed it to deal 5 damage for the Metamorphosis. I probably could tell what these are. They gave Battle Fiend an extra health. I think they just brought Flame Tongue Totem back to what it was. They didn't make it cheaper, did they? Yeah, they gave it extra health. Twisting Nether. Oh, chain that now destroys locations.
Still make a comeback.
Yikes. Big Game Hunter. Big Game Hunter's tradable now. Interesting. That's kind of nice. They changed the text on Fairy Dragon, otherwise it's functionally exactly the fucking same. Oh, they made Sleepy Dragon have more attack. That's kind of nice.
Hit some bumps now and then.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Give me half a second to get to it. Okay, so new to core, necrotic mortician. They reduced the runes to one plague. Rune Soul Stealer is no longer a triple rune. Blood Tap is no longer double. Hematurge no longer double. Marrow Manipulator I never think I got my hands on, but I think they've reduced the amount of runes for that one as well. Yep, they changed the runes on it. Frostmourne is cheaper and deals less damage. Nerubian Swarmguard is no longer Plague. Acolyte of Death is no longer... I think she was Plague too. She doesn't have a rune anymore, right? Acolyte of Death. No rune. Oh, and they gave her more attack. Oh, I guess they did give her more attack. Did they nerf her attack? I actually remember what she had. I think it was she was one for, right? Asphyxiate. Asphyxiate is no longer a blood rune. Oaken Summons only changed the text on it. Swipe is cheaper. Interesting. Oh, she was at 3-4? I never played with her.
Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Swipe is cheaper now. Remember how I was saying nobody would play with Swipe? I've changed my mind. It's cheaper now, so it might actually be playable now. Helicos is cheaper. Still the same card, but it's cheaper. They buffed Air Elemental. They gave it one more attack. Dark Alley Pact now adds Taunt. Ysera gets two random dream spells. Laughing Sister used to cost 3. Holy shit, okay. Ysera Awakens is cheaper. Oh my god! You're right. Dream can now hit your own fucking minions. So you can play Ysera, hit Dream, put her back in your hand, and not have to worry about her dying. And then play her next turn. Whoops!
Have a good battle, friend.
And they changed Nightmare to give it, I think, a little more attack. Or, it gets +5/+5 instead of +4/4. They did change Tiamat. See, I wasn't wrong. I'm pretty sure they buffed his, he was a 6/6 before, and now he's a 7/7, yeah. And yeah, I've pointed out Justicar Trueheart, now Mind Control Tech can talk. Holy shit. I'm getting my ass kicked. And Elusive Worm, I think, is just a textural change.
The battle is really raging out there. I like where you're going with this. Better hire a recruit while you can. Have a good battle, friend.
I could have landed on anything. But it had to land. Fuck my life. Hey, not 8th place somehow. Yeah, but look at the card. Look at the card, Solo. It's so bad. It's such a bad card. It's such garbage. It is seriously one of the worst fucking cards I've ever seen. Oh, you do nothing on your first turn, and then you have to wait until you've killed a bunch of minions for that thing to actually activate? And it's not like it has rush or anything, and it's just a 3/5 fucking minion. I thought they've done that before, though. But also, who cares? It's such a shitty card.
Time for some sonic chaos. Ready for night. This'll blow out your eardrums.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. It's good to get some minions in play.
Ready for night. The crowd loves me.
You're good at this. up the pressure.
Unfortunate souls.
Because I'll be adding 2 cards to my hand every turn from my Surf and Turf.
This'll blow out your eardrums. My flow is unbeatable.
That one might make all the difference.
Need a drink?
Tick tock, you know this night ain't getting younger. Feels like missing the stars up and down in the sky. I can't get enough of sweet, sweet loving like we just a couple of these days. I'm glued to you, honey, like believe me. And I'll be sticking to you, I'm glued to you, honey. I'm glued to you, honey, like ooh, I'm glued to you, honey, like ooh, I'm glued to you, honey, like.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Unfortunate souls.
Yeah, let's step up our game.
I'm glued to you, honey, like believe me. And I'll be sticking to you, I'm glued to you, honey. Glued to you, honey, like ooh, I'm glued to you, honey, like.
to you.
That's what I would get.
You can do anything you want.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Follow the light if you not sure listen to give it the right outlook when the time is right. No fever, just on with it.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Trying to make it, don't be scared, just go make it up.
A good tactical choice.
Trust me, no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side and your whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want.
It's good to get some minions in play.
You can do anything you want.
Don't give me the cold shoulder.
Great! I can bring in more powerful minions now. You're doing great out there.
unbeatable!
Great! Let's get some better minions in here. I think you can win this thing.
I see you in the door.
Well, aren't you a diamond? Well, aren't you a diamond?
That'll do some damage. Let's see if you can stay on top.
45, it go down. 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Yeah, 8 rounds in the 45.
Now we are in business.
Yeah, look, I was passive aggressiveness. I left him hanging like loose ties is loose ties. Either not, he begging to go or not. Depends on the situation, he going up like inflation. Fuck all the haters that said that he couldn't make it. My brother drowned in the lake, how could all you people mistake it? He fought humble when he had murderers holding guns. You worried about all the exits, the water gets in your lungs, nigga.
8 rounds in the 45, they go down.
You do this when you know I'm going through
This shit. We're gonna do this shit.
I ain't about it, but you know I'm walking through this shit. Look, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Look, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Look, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Yeah, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Yeah, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Yeah, 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. Yeah. Fuck, I ran, I hit the dealer. Serving Coke 45 at the bleachers. About to follow for a follow, I'm the leader. Hit the bitch, then I pass, I don't need her. But don't call Peter. Like the Griffins with the lowest with the Peter. At the posse, be smoking gasoline. I cannot fuck with these Nina. 8 rounds in the 45, it go down. 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 8 rounds in the 45, it go down.
Defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong. Go big or go home, I always say.
I'm hogging all the ground.
That's what I would have picked. Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
I'm hogging all the power!
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Once you see the truth, you'll be over. And it's all said and done. You just gotta run out, go this. Material.
My ego's still providing. I'm not the one who's driving, but I can't find the brakes. Yeah, girl, there's no denying that even though I'm trying, I'm your next mistake.
That's not Kimberly!
Yeah, but we're just too late to let you know that you're involved with the ghost. Once you feel the truth, you'll be over it. Right?
And when it's all said and done,
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Why don't you?
Wanna see the voodoo I do?
I almost bought the Dead Stomper. Almost bought it. Oh, they changed Drakari Enchanter. They changed Hidden Treasure Vault so the frickin' Drakari Enchanter doesn't affect it. Boo! Boo!
Your minions really pulled their weight. I like where you're going with this.
Well, aren't you a diamond in the rough?
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Indecisive, maybe I'm too late. Maybe I'm maybe oh, maybe I'm indecisive. Maybe I'm too late.
You're doing great out there.
Third place. I can't get out. Maybe I'm lazy. Okay, I'm hurting now. Meds have worn off and the weather is hecking changing because my body is just unhappy. But I got a lot of work done today. Still smoothing out where there's gonna be some text panels here on this next page. But we got works done. We reviewed all the new cards and all the changes to Cork that are coming and played some Hearthstone and oh my gosh, so much stuff got done today. Very busy, doing lots of stuff. But we will be back around 10 p.m. EST if you want to come back and hang out and do all sorts of games here. Lots of Hearthstone, but plenty of other stuff too. We will be raiding out so that you guys can continue to enjoy some wonderful content from some wonderful people. We're gonna go raid Destiny because Destiny understands what it's like with the ouchies in the brain happening. So, we will see you guys later. Y'all take care of yourselves, and you have a good night. Bye now.